In the beginning of the school year, I was in a computer science class, and I guess I didn't really click with me. So during the pandemic, of course, I was creating a lot of videos, and I really developed more of a passion for it. So I'd known about the video production class at my high school, so I decided to join it just because I wanted to do something more that I enjoyed, and I was already kind of struggling with the new online classes. So my teacher, Miss Misi, introduced me to HIKI NŌ for the first time during my senior year, and I thought it would be something that I would be interested in doing. So I said, well, hey, this seems really cool. I guess she was kind of impressed with the work I did. I didn't know that. I guess since I was the first level of class, but I kind of had been practicing making my own short little films. So she had told me about a student reflection I could do for HIKI NŌ.
When COVID hit, at first it was very hard to adjust to, and for a long time it was.
A HIKI NŌ student reflection is essentially a mini documentary in a way about yourself, maybe an experience you're going through, or just an experience in your community that's related to you. It's a story that connects with you that I think is really personal. So I got started on the HIKI NŌ student reflection by creating a pitch sheet that went through a few changes. It was originally the rough idea of a friend of mine in senior year going through a difficult time. It wasn't about me totally yet. What helped me turn around the story was HIKI NŌ had assigned me a mentor, Ryan Kawamoto, and he was cool to work with. He's a great guy. I know he's a director, and yeah, so he would give me feedback on the scripts that I would write as a preparation for the shoot. And then eventually I had met him on Zoom. Ryan had told me that the guys up at PBS were like, hey, we need something more about you, but we like what you're doing here, but we'd appreciate if you could create a piece that's like personal to you, and we think that would really connect with people. And yeah, so that's what really clicked. It was to create something personal to me, and so I just had to think about the story that I already created. I wanted to maintain what that story was. It was already there, but make it more focused from my perspective.
After giving Sam the initial feedback about his student reflection, Sam was extremely responsive and very diligent, and he took what we said to heart and went back, looked at it, and came back to us with a completely different piece, and he made it his own, and he made it personal, and he told us his story. And as a mentor, that's a really great feeling to see that light bulb go off when your student gets it and figures out how to tell that story.
That was actually really helpful. It was new to me. It really gave me an idea of how maybe the industry might edit their videos. I thought it was really interesting to me, and it improved the way I was able to pace the story. The feedback from Ryan, I felt I really appreciated it. I definitely was busy in school. I was kind of like, oh man, like I messed this up again. I have to go fix this. So I have to email him like I fixed it. Here's the next cut. But no, yeah, I agree with all the suggestions that he made. I think it really improved the overall final product.
As a HIKI NŌ mentor, my job really is to offer constructive criticism and to take a look at the rough cuts along every step of the way, whether it be how to tell that story better by leaving very specific comments or examples, or it can even be technical things like how to frame your shots better, or how to record better audio. So Sam took all of these things into account and really was able to improve things both on the technical level, but more importantly, just on the story level, to make the story more about himself.
Well, this project was definitely different than anything I'd ever created before because it was for a actual organization. Everything else was for myself. I do think collaboration is necessary because collaboration really opens you up to a new idea. Someone else might have an idea that you may have never thought of, and it brings a new perspective that could really improve your creative piece. I think the hardest part was shooting my lines that I had to memorize. You have to say it a certain way, like this is my student reflection. I'm recording this on so-and-so date. So if I mess that up, I'll have to retake that. And then sometimes I would they would want me to redo it, so I was like, I finally got it, but maybe my head was in the wrong spot of the frame. So yeah, I mean, it could be frustrating at times, but I understand why they wanted me to fix it, because there's a standard to set, for broadcast.
Through our struggles, we find experiences to help uplift us. Hopefully this story was able to uplift seniors or anyone going through a difficult time during this pandemic. This is Sam Tiwanak from Kaiser High School for HIKI NŌ.
I think it's really important that students' stories are able to get out and people are able to hear them. I think that it will help other students possibly relate, but even a parent might be able to understand maybe this is what school is like now. I know that a lot of kids don't really tell their parents what's going on in school. They kind of they like, oh, I don't want to have to explain all this, but if you can see this maybe through a HIKI NŌ broadcast, you might get an idea of what it's like.
As a mentor, my impression of Sam as a storyteller is that, Sam is on his way to becoming a great storyteller.
Yeah, I think the HIKI NŌ process has really helped me understand what it's like to collaborate and work with a larger company, even like feedback from mentors and everything like that. I wouldn't have got if I never had done HIKI NŌ. So in the fall, I'm going to be going to UH Manoa, and I'm going to be majoring in digital cinema because I have a real interest in film, and hopefully it'll help me gain some experience and knowledge to hopefully become a film director someday. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified immediately of new and exclusive HIKI NŌ content.